All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome back. It's the Serious Angler Podcast, and welcome to another Seriously Western, always presented by Amped Outdoors, our preferred lithium battery choice. So you can tell it's a different intro for today's video. I'm sitting in an airport. For my YouTube folk, we're sitting in the Las Vegas airport. Deacon obviously fished the BAM Tour Super 60 at the Columbia River, and I was there to be media, to film, things like that, and we were able to sit down with the top three after the event to talk about their performance, things like that. So you have Mr. Tyler Madden, Ty Manterola, and Mr. Ron Mace that we'll be talking to. So it's a great episode, but one that was all the hustle bustle and the craziness of the weigh-in. We did not record an introduction or an outro, so we won't have an outro on this one. We'll end it with Ron Mace, but we will just want to give a little introduction to the episode versus just throw you guys into the beginning of our talk with Tyler Madden. But that being said, make sure you guys check out Amped Outdoors lithium batteries, especially on the West Coast. Their support for our endeavor of supporting the West Coast anglers and West Coast bass fishing. So that being said, let's get into the top three for the BAM Tour Super 60, the Columbia River.
This is Don Pedro all over again, dude.
Yeah, dude. We're back.
Except for the winter, which we'll obviously get to a later date. But sounds like a great day, just two bites that didn't go your way necessarily. But
yeah,
I guess dive into it. Tell folks a little bit who you are and then how your day went.
Yeah, so my name's Tyler Madden, and I just ended up third at the Super 60 on Columbia River. I go to Auburn University, and I travel back and forth to fish both, like all the college stuff, and then also the West Coast Pro Tour, the Super 60 with BAM. I mean, today was awesome. It started out great. I pulled up to my first spot. First fish of the day was almost a 4-pounder on a popper. Just off like most people were fishing on the bank. I was fishing probably 20 yards off on the weed line. Yeah, they'd come up. They wouldn't attack it. They'd come up and just like grab the feather and then barely be hooked. So that wasn't very fun. But they were barely hooked. All of them.
Scary.
Yeah, and then I probably ran 30 miles after that down towards Arlington, and fished something I found yesterday actually a little bit, and then I caught another 3-pounder, a 2.5, and then broke off a 5-pounder that got me around a rock and then just sawed me off. Literally, I tried everything I could to get it out, but it wasn't coming out. And then it just sat there and let me look at it for a little while. So
Oh,
You flipped you the bird and
Yeah.
said, "Nice try." But
yeah,
brutal, man.
yeah,
I think
rough.
I think something that is interesting about what you did, though, like a lot of guys are throwing spooks. I saw some whopper ploppers, things like that. I didn't see a ton of people throwing a popper. What made you pick up the popper?
Honestly, like I grew up going to my family's house in the Colorado River.
Yeah.
It was my grandparents' house, and we'd just go throw a popper down like the river banks and stuff when I was like 10 to 13. I learned how to kind of throw it there because it sets up very similar with the weeds and the grass lines and stuff, and smallmouth. It was kind of just like that, and I was throwing like a baby popper. It was like 60 millimeters.
On a spinning rod or on a casting
on
rod?
a spinning rod.
Wow.
With
so
10-pound
little.
line.
I mean,
Yeah.
they were chasing that little bait out there, it seemed.
Yeah, a bunch of the stuff. That's what the first morning I pulled up, and the bait was like this big.
Tiny.
Like maybe 1.5 inches. So
Yeah.
I started throwing that. Well, I started off with a spook, and they didn't bite it very well, and then I switched it up and I caught almost 19 in the first 2 hours. So
Wow.
after that, I went hunting for another big one with a glide bait, but I didn't catch any. I didn't cull anymore after that, but it was still a great day.
Heck yeah. Started
and then,
it off.
Yesterday was tough for sure. I hit my good stuff right here, and then hit another stuff, and it was terrible. So I was like, all right, I'm leaving. So I ran all the way to Arlington yesterday, and ended up finding like a 150-yard stretch that had them. The first one I hooked that day, actually, though, jumped off. It was like a 4-pounder. But after that, I kind of figured out what they were doing. They were on like, I'm trying to think. It's like they're like rock points, but it has to have clean grass by them. But they're not like obvious points. They're like little, probably.
it's not like micro points off.
Yeah,
Or something.
yeah. Like it's like a flat bank with like little tiny rock jetties that come out almost underwater.
Okay.
And they're just setting up right on the end of those. The little ones were up top. You catch a million little ones just casting at the bank up top, but the second you turn and fire out towards the middle and the grass and the rocks where they meet, then every one was 2.5 plus.
Got it.
Yeah, it was fun.
Got it, man.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Sounds like a lot of heartbreak. Though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
I lost a lot of fish this week.
Oh, brutal. Well, I guess, so coming into this event, you fished the Pro-Am, and then, to me, the fish changed a decent amount. Walk me through kind of your adjustments coming into this. No practice, obviously, for 30 days. Yeah. Then you roll back out here. Like, how did day one get you dialed in to maybe stay shallow versus some of the deeper stuff?
Yeah, so in the Pro-Am, I was scoping mostly. Everything was suspended out in like 35 feet of water.
Wow.
They were like, 15 feet down.
Yeah.
That was most of them. And then I pulled up. I was going to start on where I did that the first day, but I was like, I'm going to go the other way because it didn't work the second day with the Pro-Am.
Smart.
So I ran.
I went there.
Yeah.
It wasn't great.
Yeah, I hooked a left out of the marina and went down there to my one bank that I had topwater fish on in that tournament.
Yeah.
And they were just going for whatever reason. They were biting. I pulled up, caught the first one was like a 2-something, and the next one was almost a 5, and then the next one was a 3 3/4. And I had 16 or 17, I guess, before I left there. At
Wow.
Like, I don't know, 8:30.
Yeah.
But you couldn't go down it twice though. You could go down it once, and I'd turn around and go back and never get a bite.
Interesting.
But yeah, then I let it rest for like 3 hours, and then went back and caught another one. And then what else? I'm trying to think where else I caught another good one. It might have all been right there, but I ran around and looked for new stuff all day. And after I had that 19 or 1880, I think I ran 3/4 of a tank of fuel looking for new stuff.
Jeez.
And I didn't find anything. So the second day I knew I was in trouble. That's why I ended up running way down there, because I was like, I got to get out of here. Everything I knew here was not good anymore.
Yeah.
So I just made a change and decided to fish new water. Like in Mojave, I had a bad day too, and then at this Pro-Am I had a bad day too. So this time, and I tried to fish the same stuff both those times.
Yeah.
So this time I was like, you know what? I'm not doing that again. I'm not gonna suck for the same reason I did the other times.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna try just running all new stuff and see how it works, and it worked out good enough.
Heck yeah.
Barely squeaked in the cut, but that's all I got. That's all you got to do.
I got top 3 though.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, think about AOI points and everything else. Like, you're having a heck of a season.
Yeah. It's gonna be hard to catch Ty though.
Gonna
3
be hard to
seconds.
catch
But
Ty.
we got the Delta next, so you never know.
You're at home field, baby.
Home water
and
next time.
from what I understand, you've been spending some time out there this summer.
Yeah, I spent the last month probably on the Delta almost every single day.
Wow.
Dang, that's time.
So definitely not dialed, but at least I know some decent areas to go hit. We'll see.
Heck yeah.
I'm curious. So you talked about adjustments in the tournament, but after a day like today and some of those missed fish or lost fish, do you think any tackle or equipment adjustments so that next time you're in that position?
Good question.
If you've even gotten that far yet, because it is 102 degrees out and the
And-
brain's
and
not exactly firing on
You
all
haven't had a
cylinders.
30-hour drive home to think about it or whatever.
Surprised this podcast equipment's working right now.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
sweating,
at least we're in the
dude.
shade.
It's true.
Yeah, that first one that broke me off, I don't know what else I could do other than have it on a bait caster. I'm not sure. Like I didn't really put a whole ton of pressure on it. It just literally sawed me off. It was like a maze through the rocks. Obviously that fish was smart though. Like it
had been
instantly
caught.
went down there.
Yeah.
I played
Came
this
up,
game.
jumped, and was like, I'm not getting off, so I'm going in the rocks.
Yeah.
That really big one that I lost, it literally hit the water one twitch and it exploded on it. I hooked it for a second and it just came up and threw it. I don't know what else I could have done really.
Yeah.
Even last night I tied my treble hooks on with like a braided split ring so that wouldn't happen. I don't know. It is what it is. I tried.
Yeah.
Was it straight braid on that spinner, or did you put mono?
No, I
leader?
had a 17-pound mono leader.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Heavy
Nice.
leader. Yeah. I mean, at 17, you never think about breaking off 17.
No.
Like that's.
No, that's actually, especially mono. That's a little
Oh no,
surprising.
that didn't break. 17 didn't break.
The braid.
That was on a spook. The second one.
Okay.
That bigger fish at the end of
okay.
the day was on a spook.
No.
On a
the-
bait caster.
oh, the one that
the one that jumped off.
Okay. What about the
Yeah.
one in the rocks?
That was on the popper on the spinning rod.
On what?
13-pound.
13-pound leader.
Yeah.
Okay. Mono.
But it wasn't the leader that broke. It was the braid,
braid.
that sawed me off on the
Braid.
rock.
Braid and rocks, man.
Yeah.
That's
I knew
an
I was in
interesting
trouble when
thing.
I got in there.
Yeah.
I felt it and I was like, oh no.
Yeah. You hear
This
that?
is gone.
Shoot.
Yeah.
And it was still moving, so like I couldn't stop.
Yeah.
It was just it knew what it was doing.
Yeah. Dude, talk a little bit. I know you were curious about this too, but you're literally flying home right now. I think your dad's driving your boat. Like,
Yeah.
you're running and freaking gunning.
I'm
dude.
loving it, dude.
Yeah, I'm going. I got to fly at 9. I guess I board at 9:30 tonight, so I got to head straight to Portland, and then I fly in. I leave at 10 tonight, land at I think 4:30 in the morning, Georgia time, and then I got to get a rental car because I don't have a car there right now, and drive to Auburn, and I have class at 11.
Dog. You know, if any of your boys at college would come scoop you up or something like that?
Unreal.
Well, I kind of need a car to get to class and everything, so
I got you.
yeah. Other than that, though, like, it's been crazy trying to do both, but it's working out. I got college season starting on September 7th, our first tournament at Hartwell, so
Let's go.
that should be fun. I really like Hartwell. This place actually during the pro-am set up very similar to Hartwell.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay,
These
I've never
fish
been
were
on Hartwell.
acting just like herring fish, I thought.
Yeah.
They were suspended out, catch them on a fluke. I don't know. It felt like herring fishing to me,
Yeah.
Yeah.
especially when
Sweet.
the salmon or whatever it was running through here.
Yeah.
Little bait fish. Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I think
That's
they
awesome.
definitely changed to a crawfish pattern here at this point.
Yeah. You think so?
I think
Yeah.
for sure. Every time I caught one, it's spitting up a crawfish.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Dang.
It was awesome though. I probably caught 50 fish today. All
Banged
I
them.
never made a cast of anything but
Did
a
you
topwater.
did you stay? Now, did you run it back through your primary area that you caught them day one, or did you abandon ship again?
I pulled up there this morning and caught a 4-pounder right
Oh
away.
yeah, nice.
And then I had I don't know, probably 16 pounds just come up and look at it. Like I saw their backs. I was like, oh, that's 3.5 pounder.
Oh,
I was
man.
like, please eat it.
Just
They
please.
come
For the
up and
love of
swirl
God.
on it, and you'd see them just like come up.
Ugh.
Did you have any sort of follow-up, or you just kept chugging the top water at them?
I mean, I just keep moving my top water, and they come back. The 5, not 5-pounder, the 4, it was a 4 3/4 or something I caught yesterday. He missed it 4 times before I caught him.
Wow.
Holy
4
smokes.
times.
It was a really long cast. So I winged it way out there, twitch, hits it out of the water. I'm like, come on. Hits out of the water. Three more times after the first time. And then finally, didn't even fly out of the water the 5th time. He just came up and
Sucked
grabbed
it. Yeah. Wow.
But at least he was hooked good. And it was on a bait caster, so I was like, I got
You're
it.
getting in the boat.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Hell
I
yeah.
got some cool video, too, of like blow-ups and everything, so that was pretty cool, too.
Dude, gonna be a ton of content.
Is that going to be on social media and stuff
Oh,
like
yeah,
that?
it'll be on teamad_fishing. That's my YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. It's all the same. So it'll be out
Perfect.
there soon.
We'll have that link down below for people to
Yeah.
go follow.
For sure.
Highly, highly encourage you guys to
it
do
should be
so.
It should be some great video,
Yeah.
Yeah.
especially just throwing a topwater all day. I mean, that's my favorite way to fish, but I feel like you don't get to do that very much.
No, and not lock it in like that.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. Way
When
to
you
go.
get a river system with just crackhead smallmouth and topwater,
And a
you're
lot of
gonna
grass.
yeah, you open yourself up
Yeah.
some pretty cool clips. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Obviously, hope they get in the boat, but
Yeah.
yeah. But,
I'm scared to go watch the one that jumped off.
Ugh.
I kind of got like a side glimpse at it, but I don't know. It was big.
yeah, maybe wait till tomorrow so you can actually sleep on the plane tonight. 'Cause otherwise,
Yeah.
you might get a little.
I might get a
It
little.
probably cost me like $42,000. But it's all right.
Oh no. Yeah, that doesn't help you sleep at night.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Figure it out one day.
Oh, you got anything else for Tyler, dude?
No, man. Dude, just a heck of a finish and keep your season going.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
I want to give a shout out to like everyone that supports me, my
Yeah.
teammate,
Yeah.
my teammates, my dad for driving the boat back to Alabama starting today,
That's so sick.
taking me to the airport. My girlfriend Hannah in Auburn, she's always my great support system. Yeah, all my teammates are texting me and everything. It's really cool to be able to have that support. So
Yeah.
it's awesome.
That's
Well,
fantastic.
dude,
man.
also shout out to your dad for like being dad to everybody here.
Yeah.
Like
dude.
just seeing how guys are doing, if they
helping people fix stuff,
pull
all
boats
that.
out, all
I
of
love
it.
it,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is a wicked cool story though, of
Yeah.
like traveling with you. That's a
Yeah.
cool thing I think you guys will cherish for a really long time.
Really long
Yeah,
time.
for sure. Yeah, it's
Heck
been
yeah.
awesome.
Hell yeah.
Awesome.
There we
dude.
go. Appreciate it, bro.
Thanks,
Thank
man.
you.
All right, that's Mr. Tyler Madden, who's literally doing an overnighter as we speak to get back home, back to Auburn to make class on time. So very studious of him. And we'll get into second place again, Mr. Ty Manterola.
Yeah.
All right.
10
Well,
minutes.
we're already rolling, so we can just pick this up because like we were saying with Madden, this is right back where we're at from Don Pedro. Third,
Insane.
second.
Oh yeah, it is on the
Back
knot.
Literally.
That's
Yeah.
wild. Yeah, we're travel partners, so that is really funny.
Yeah.
2 young guns and then some old dog coming in.
Yep. Greg,
2
now
times,
Ron.
yeah.
But
Yeah, 2 times.
Yeah.
this is the third second this year.
No, well, with BAM on the Pro Tour, yeah.
Pro Tour. Yeah.
I got 2 other ones in other tournaments. Well, I'm at 5 on the year.
Dude,
And you know,
I'm
just means
sorry.
you're setting up for some
Bridesmaids.
dubs.
Yeah, it just
Yeah,
means it's coming.
We're hoping. These are the ones you really want to win, man. 50 grand's with contingency and everything too. That's a lot of money.
I'm sure it's pretty special having family here. Obviously,
Yeah,
too.
that was awesome. This was the first one they were able to make, because I was so far away for the other two. Yeah, my daughter was here. Her mom, my whole family is special.
That's awesome. Obviously, I know you would have loved to pull it out, but dude, like I was telling him, I was raving about the time on the boat with you today. You are awesome on camera. At least I have to give you that. You definitely get the award for the best on camera, especially that one drop shot catch. That was
I can't wait to get that clip. It might have been a little cocky, but
no, I think that was fun, dude. That was just more. That just showed how on him you were.
Yeah, you were
like,
locked in.
yeah. Did he tell you about that?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Dude, it was awesome.
He told me about it.
Yeah, for
It actually was longer than I thought. It made it to like 9 seconds. I thought it was only going to take 3. So
but you still didn't even need to.
they were
look.
finicky.
Yeah.
Really tough out there.
For people that are wondering what we're talking about, go follow Ty on social. I'm sure you'll post that clip.
Yeah.
It was pretty damn good.
That'll be a reel eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Follow me Ty_Manterola on all platforms. Yeah. Shout out to Serious Angler. God, you guys are killing it with everything. You guys help out us and Bam a lot.
Well, it's love being here, dude. Love
Yeah.
supporting you guys, and it's fun being on the water and obviously watching you just stroke them. Man, it's about as fun as you can have without actually being
Without
the one
catching
that's
them.
catching them. Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, I like to try to be good on camera, and I'm a very social guy, so it doesn't affect how I fish or doesn't make me mad. Like I get excited when the camera guy pulls up, you know, because it's good for your career, good for your sponsors.
Yeah.
So
You
yeah.
get it. Yeah. Well, I guess in a long story short, kind of give us your tournament rundown, how things went for you, any adjustments, stuff like that.
It was a up and down tournament. So day one, this is kind of my home water, not my home pool, but my home body of water. Been here a few times, and we just had the pro-am like 20 days ago.
Yeah, 20-something days ago.
And I thought it was still going to be like that, just a little tougher to get them to bite. And they were more suspended on like grass points, grass edges and stuff, chasing bait. And I thought that was going to still be going on. But I know in the upper pool that it's weird. It's like a light switch. In late August, they just hug the bottom and they get on a crawfish deal. And yeah, they did that here too. And I didn't know that. I've never fished it this time of year. And I didn't adjust well. I couldn't find them. And I think it was because I was looking for those suspended ones so hard. I think I was missing them on the bottom. Which I pride myself on, if they're there, I'm going to see them, And finally, I had 2 fish at 1 o'clock on day one. I'm scrambling. Finally stumbled upon I actually didn't even know it was there until I found it. I was out in the middle of the river just looking at an edge, and then I saw a weed line, and then but further in from the weed line, it gapped down and turned into a hard spot. I was like, well, that's juice. And I threw up there, and there's like 30 minutes ago, and I threw up there, and they just like 20 of them come blasting at it, and I catch a 4-pounder, and then caught literally everything I could as quick as I could. Boat flip 2 4-pounders on freaking 10-pound test. Like didn't even check which one would coal, because then like got it with 17 seconds to spare on checking. Like
Jeez.
Caught him right at the end.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, well I got 1 hole, and I didn't realize. I thought it was just a little spot on the spot. I thought it was a little tiny, like 40 by 40, maybe even smaller, like size of your boat type spot. No, it's a whole end of a roadbed that's a good 100-yard stretch through that grass line out in like 22, 23 foot. And I caught most of them there. Then day 2, went there in the morning, just blitzed them. I had like 30 fish by 8 o'clock. Had almost 18 pounds yesterday off of it. And then today I left it, went for largemouth, took a big risk, and found the largemouth, but I spent 4 hours looking for them, and I couldn't catch them. They're real finicky. They're so beat up. And, I thought you were going to have a big largemouth to win this thing, because somebody normally does. I thought it was going to take over 20, which it always comes down to decisions, man, and made the wrong choice. If I had stuck to my program, I feel pretty confident that I could have won it. But
I don't know. Bailey and I were talking about this as you came across the stage. Like, I don't think you can fault yourself, though, because that's what you thought you had to do with the decision that you had at that time. You know what I mean? You didn't know what everyone else was going to do. Like, to your point, you thought you needed one big one. So
And you were just talking with Ron, and Ron said, but if you went up and you did catch one of those giant largemouth, it would have been an amazing decision.
Also true.
It's that instinct. I think you keep riding with that. You're going to stumble upon when you do make that gut decision, and then it does pay off. You're going to be super thankful in the end, because you might not have worked out today, and look where you stumbled. You only stumbled a second.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You got to fish to win, man. And that was a fish to win move. It was high risk, high reward, and just didn't get rewarded. But
that's why you're leading angler of the year.
Yeah. Proud of what I caught. I fished really clean. just it comes down to decisions and time. This bass, like they say, football is a game of inches. Bass fishing is a game of seconds. Like on our keeper count side of things, the quicker you can get that fish submitted, unhooked, back in the water, the quicker you can cull, the quicker you can make decisions when you're in dead water to move on, all that type of stuff. You know, when to take the time to take care of your fish, put ice in your live well, put treatment in there, fizz a fish, knowing that type of stuff. It just comes down to seconds, and that adds up into minutes, and those minutes add up into casts, and those casts add up into fish. So that's what it comes down to. And I just made one wrong decision today that took a lot of those minutes out of my day that could have been more productive, and super proud of what I had. Fish clean and ready for the next one.
That's awesome, man.
Anybody else? You want? I guess. Do you want anything else?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, man, talking about, no practice coming into this. Obviously, had the opportunity to fish the Pro-Am, and then, it's awesome to me that you stayed at it all day, day one. Because I'll be honest with you, day one, you passed me 5 times in the first 30 minutes of the day, maybe an hour. I mean, you were hauling and I was like, man, he is really not finding them. Like, and then at the end of the day, locked in, made it happen, and he rode that the whole way, man. So just congrats on making that decision making. But what's your take, I guess, on that when it comes down to it and it's not happening? Like, what goes through your mind?
Actually, so at about 12:30, I was so spun out. I was fishing way too fast, wasn't fishing thorough, wasn't really looking, just burning on 10, looking for stuff. And actually from Alpha Anglers, Alpha Bass Cast, I remember listening to one with that Dr. Ray, I think is his name. He's a sports psychologist that, like, prioritizes fishing. Yeah. And he talks about, if you're spun out, sit down, just breathe, take that time, and it's a game of seconds. You know, I made that decision. I sat down for like 10 minutes. I prayed on it. I talked to myself about it. I said, dude, you're so blessed to even be here. Like, you're literally fishing right now. Get at it. Like, quit being a, like, just lock in, do what you got to do. And if you don't do it, you're so blessed to be here. And, sat down for 10 minutes, had like half a sandwich, just kind of, and it really worked.
Wow.
And that's 10 minutes that I spent doing that instead of fishing, but I think it's the reason I made it to where I was.
Wow. That's cool, man. That's really cool. I haven't listened to that episode. I'm going to go check that out.
It's super cool. Yeah.
Goes back to that mental thing, right?
That's all this game
all
is.
between the ears, man.
Yeah.
The higher the level you go, the more it is just between the ears.
100%. Well, is there anybody you want to thank or anything you wanted to mention on here before we let you go, bro?
Thank you to all my sponsors, as I mentioned on stage: Bass Boat Wired, Thor Lithium, UCall International, Clear Lake Outdoors. Man, they support me up and down. Can't do it without them. Can't do it without my family. Can't do it without my beautiful little girl, Paisley. Can't do it without her mom, Melissa. All the fans. Thank you to you guys. I've had, a little bit of hate here and there, but overwhelming, love and support, throughout the beginning of my young career. And it's been awesome. And, as long as I don't bomb the Delta, I probably got AOI locked up if I top 30 it. So looking forward to that. It's going to be a weird one. Never been there that time of year.
Yeah.
Practice on the Delta is going to be a killer for a lot of dudes. There's going to be some blanks in that tournament. I bet you.
I think so too.
So I'd hope not to be one of those guys. But, shout out Serious Angler. It's a great podcast. If you guys are just catching this one, make sure you follow along. Make sure you subscribe and everything too. Repost their stuff. Subscriptions, actual subscriptions, and commenting goes a long ways for these channels to be able to continue what they're doing. So make sure to take the time, click that heart, write a little comment, say Ty's an idiot, and subscribe, because just views only get you so far. Those subscribers are really where it's at. So
we just need to pay you to do our ad.
Yeah, appreciate that.
That's what you guys said last time.
Yeah.
I think you did
It's a
say
perfect guess. He does everything for us. It's great. But no, seriously, dude, appreciate you. It's been awesome to get to know you, and looking forward to watching you on the Delta and the rest of the year, man.
You're heading to the Delta, Bailey?
I will be there.
Heck yeah. Looking forward to it.
Yes,
Alrighty.
All right.
Thanks, America.
Sounds good, man.
Ty is always a treat. Ty is a great person and somebody that I've come to call a friend, and really appreciate him and his support of our podcast, and obviously being in support of what we're trying to do here, support the West Coast. Without further ado, let's get the champ, Mr. Ron Mace.
We got the champ.
The champ, my man.
Yeah, I
Mr.
got
Ron
lucky.
Mace.
I don't know about that.
Oh, come on.
I've heard your name a bunch all around this river, man.
Yeah, I think they're all. It's just rumor.
Rumor?
It's rumors. It's vicious. They start them, and then
How many boats did you say you won here?
4.
Yeah, yes, he is.
But, you know, there's a lot of guys that have done a lot better than me. I've been fortunate.
Man.
Well, you got another trophy, another 50
Yeah,
grand
that's
out
the
of here.
one. You know, I fished this BAM deal because it was coming to Washington.
That's the first thing I said to Bailey. I said, I don't know this, but maybe he's fishing this because he saw on the schedule
Yes,
they're coming up here.
I had one chance to do well. I mean, after the first Don Pedro tournament, I was like fifth to last. I mean, I'm thinking, am I a poser? What am I doing? This is stupid. You know, I drove home like, these guys are so much better than me. Oh, man, I was just bummed. Then I got home, like, oh, heck. The next one's going to be smallmouth fishing. So then I went up there to, what was the second one?
Mojave.
Mojave. Went to Mojave and got 15th because they were spawning smallmouth.
That was fun.
Yeah, awesome. And this river, of course, is my home river. I better do good here.
Awesome.
That's
Well, talk us through it, man, because it seemed we pulled up on you a couple times and you had a unique pattern going on. And feel free to not, distinguish any juice, but
it takes practice. You're not going to just jump out there and throw a Cinco around in shallow weeds and whack them. It takes. I can't say that it takes skill, but it kind of takes a little bit of trick. You need to know where to cast. You need to know how to act, how to work your bait. And it's not just throw it out there, let it sink, and a fish eats it. You're working it. You're throwing it out there. You're mending your line. You make a long cast. I'm using a braid with a fluorocarbon leader.
Yep.
You make a long cast, and as soon as that thing sinks about 2 inches, you give it a quick jerk, and that mends your line so that you got a straight line to your bait, and that also gets the fish attention. You fire it out there, you give it a couple twitches, and then you let it sink, and then you'll work it back and keep doing that. And what I was doing was I'm fishing super shallow, like 8 to 10 inches. If I could have got shallower, I would have, but I couldn't get my boat any closer. I mean, I was stuck. There was no way I could go chase him because my trolling motor in the dirt, and I was casting, as far as I could to get to him.
Wow.
that's
One thing nice about catching them super shallow, there's nowhere for them to go. They can't. They jump, but they can't dig down. So the first thing they do is they get up on top, and you can horse them through because you're only trying to pull them through 6-8 inches of weeds. Easy peasy. I'm using 8-pound test with a 12-pound leader.
Okay.
It's crazy.
And you're cranking on them.
You're cranking them and swinging every one. Screw around with trying to catch them with your hands. Yeah. You don't do that around here. You never practice like that. So why would I? That's when they get off, when you're over there mauling around trying to catch them.
Yeah.
I think
Especially in that shallow water, that's got to be a little difficult too.
You don't want them in the weeds. You're manhandling them with a 7-foot spinning rod, light, medium, heavy action. So it's the only reason I'm doing that. If I could get away with lighter, but you got to have some kind of control.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Was that your game plan all weekend?
No, I didn't have a good game plan. The first day I went to try to scope, which I'm a horrible scoper. Like I just kind of got it last year, kind of figured it out a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm getting better, but the class of guys that are here fishing these tournaments they're the next level, right? I can't compete with the scope. So I said, screw it. I'm going to go chase some shallow. And the first day I went deep for a minute, and they weren't acting right at all. They'd run up to my bait and go, nope, and then bail. So as I was running back I was leaving my first spot, going to run back to another spot, and I went by this point that I always catch fish on. I'm like, what the hell? I mean, it's early. I pull up there, and my first cast, I have a 4-pounder come unbuttoned. I'm like, that's the only fish I lost that was big this weekend.
Wow.
I'm like, what the heck? Oh, maybe they're here. And then I made a couple more casts, got a 3.5. And then the camera guy came in, and I got a couple more. It was you.
Yeah, it was me.
swinging them in, and that was a good spot. I started there on the second day, and there was like 3 boats on it, but from another tournament. They were all cool. They just left as soon as I pulled up. And after it kind of calmed down there, I caught a 4-pound largemouth raw. It was pure ass luck.
Wow.
And then one more 3+ smallmouth.
Wow.
But then I ran to my shallow fish and put on a clinic. It was all day long. Yeah, the second day I could have caught them all day, but I got 18.5 and quit at like 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
And then just kind of tried to duplicate it, but it's tough to go not fish.
Yeah.
I was so bored. I
Yeah.
came in a half hour early. It's like,
And you didn't screw around with the numbers deal. You
No.
said, I'm going for big ones.
I think for me, if you're out chasing numbers, you're not pre-fishing for big ones.
For the win, you're saying,
Can't
for the
win.
final day.
In my opinion, I was catching all my fish for 3 to 3.5 pounders.
Wow.
The guys out there scoping are catching 2.5 pounders.
Yep.
They're in a hell of a big school. If you're in this river and you're catching 2.5 to 3 pounders, leave. You're not going to win.
Yeah.
You're not in the right fish. You need the 3 to 3.5 to 4s.
Yeah.
They kind of run together. The little fish run together and the big fish run together. The guys had 20 pounds the second day or first day. They got them off one spot.
Yeah.
Big fish run together. And that's kind of what I've done in history.
Wow.
You got to find the right tournament fish.
Yeah.
So were you running to many small ones today? Because you said
No.
you caught a lot of fish today.
No, I think I caught 4 14-inchers,
Wow.
and 2 of them weren't even on that spot. So
Wow.
I had 2 14-inchers the first 2 fish this morning, and I'm like, no biggie. Okay, I can't say that. It was a biggie. I was like, oh my God. And then I pull over to my flat that I was fishing, and the water had come up like 6 inches, and it's like, oh my God, what's going to happen? And then they didn't move. I caught them, and I could call my shot. Like, I'm going to catch one right there, fire over there, and catch it. I had them marked on my waypoints. So if I saw a fish yesterday, I marked it.
Okay, like with your eyeballs, you're saying.
Yes, physically seeing them.
Yep.
It's so shallow.
Yeah.
If you see one, mark it, because that's where he lives. You can come back later, and that's what I did. If I marked one, I could come back and catch him the next pass, and that was kind of my deal. And then this afternoon, well, I guess this morning-ish, I just made a bomb cast. I mean, dirt shallow, like 6 inches, and it landed on a fish, and it bailed, and then spun around and ate my stuff. And
No
it
way.
was like a 4-pounder. I'm like, oh, they just moved up. The water came up. So then I just proceeded to move that, pull up as far as I could on my boat, get stuck, make a far long cast, and you'd see 3 or 4 of them come boiling over, eat it. It was nuts.
Unreal day.
It is unreal.
Wow.
When it's your time, it's your time.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound like any fun at all.
It was terrible.
Yeah.
Even my observer was like, oh my God, I ain't never seen nothing like this.
That's awesome.
He was having fun because I could call him. I go, okay, here he comes. See that boil coming over? And then, yeah, it's
That's so cool.
It's crazy.
So my question here is, especially with someone like yourself, a lot of experience out here, why do they get up that shallow this time of the year? And, I mean, they seem to be shallow a lot. Like, you can catch them shallow, it seems like, often. But why was that so dominant in late August, or I guess we're late August at this point?
Right now, the shad are just getting in the river.
Okay.
The baby shad, they're about, I don't know, 1.5 inches, 2 inches long. Once you start seeing them popcorn out there in all the bays in the morning, those little bait fish like to get up shallow, and the bass like to get them up shallow because they can't go anywhere. They can either go on the beach or they're beached. So the bass follow the bait. Once the bait's in the river, go shallow.
Got it.
And I don't think a lot of guys figured that out
Yeah.
because they weren't there like 2 weeks ago.
Wow.
And I mean, I kind of noticed it. Yeah, the first day I'm like, oh, the shad are finally getting here because they weren't here up above. You know, they come through Tri-Cities first.
Okay.
So I mean, I went out and I didn't see a lot. I was like, oh crap, they're not in. They're not going to be here. And they within a couple days they must have got down here.
So they go. The migration you're saying is further upriver.
Well, what they do, our shad are giant when
Yeah.
they're coming up.
Because I saw some in the Pro-Am that were big.
Big, like
Yeah.
3 pounds. Guys go fishing for shad.
That's nuts.
Yes. So basically, they went up and spawned,
Okay.
and now the babies are coming down. That's why this river's going to get choke full of shad fry.
Okay.
They're headed to the ocean.
Got it. The shad are running all the way back to the ocean.
Yes.
American shad.
Yes.
So there's saltwater.
Yes.
That's wild to me. I never even knew that was
It's
a thing.
pretty crazy.
Yeah. Got it.
Unreal.
Now you know all my secrets.
All your secrets are
Never
That's the
win
world.
again.
I highly doubt that.
I
highly doubt that.
disagree. Yeah.
But,
Exactly.
I guess from your perspective too, of having a lot of success out here, how cool is it to see somebody like the guy in second place, Ty Manterola, 22, 23 years old, whatever he is right now.
He's a phenom.
Yeah.
That guy has gotten 3 seconds. I never even knew him. I never even heard of him. And Don Pedro, I'm like, Pascal Washington, who the hell's that kid? He blindsided everybody. That kid is amazing.
He's a hammer.
He's just, yeah.
Yeah.
He's a hell of a good guy. He's real personable.
Yep.
Very smart. He's smart. And he's good at talking. I'm terrible at it. I struggle, especially when we're in camera. I'm like,
I don't know, man. I think it's great.
I think you're great on camera.
Yeah.
You talk through things very well, but it's got to be cool to see some of that younger generation come through.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
The sport's growing. The new high school fishing, and they didn't have that when I was a kid.
Yeah.
It was like, you mean you're gonna go fishing? I always thought that'd be cool to go fish for
Yeah.
school. Now it's a real deal.
It's a real deal.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah. Well, you're still a working man right now, aren't you?
I work for Apollo Sheet Metal, or I guess mechanical. I'm used to sheet metal. I've been there for 35 years. So it went from a mom pop shop to a 7th biggest sheet metal construction company in the world.
Wow. And you were there for all of it.
Yes.
The whole growth cycle.
Pretty
Wow.
much. I mean, within a few years.
Wow.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
It is. It went from a few 100,000 to a few million. We hit $1 billion, over $1 billion last year.
Oh my gosh.
That's incredible.
Sheet metal stuff.
It's amazing. Bruce Rashford, single owner. He's just a badass, and he's actually used to be a fisherman. That's
No
how
way.
I got into the fishing trade, or got into the sheet metal trade because I used to fish against him, and he told me to go take the test and go be in the apprenticeship. So I was like, oh,
That's
okay.
a cool
I didn't even know
story.
what a sheet metal was, and then I got in it and got to working, and I've never been unemployed. It's amazing. It's a great company.
That's an incredible story.
I think it's something cool to me that I think maybe doesn't get talked about enough is the local bass club scenes across the country, the grassroots level local bass club scene. I mean, I think about it. So I'm from Colorado. The local bass club scene was the same way as far as like guys took care of each other in the clubs. Oh, you need a job. Someone is an owner of some company in the club, brought somebody in. Same with now I'm in Boise, Idaho, right? Same deal. I noticed the same thing, that it runs together. Everyone's trying to, so that grassroots stuff's really important, and it's cool to see that's how you got in your career.
I got my career there, and my first bass tournament was 12 years old for Columbia Basin Bass Club. The tournament, the other tournament
That went out
on
during our
Sunday.
tournament.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that was the club that I fished when I was a kid. It's
Full
got me
circle.
that passion, once you won a kids derby, basically. I was 12 years old, and it was like I was hooked. That's all I could think about was fishing.
Uh-huh.
And I've seen it from all crankbaits when we were, to plastic worms. Grubbies came around. Wow, that's cool. Those little curl-tail grubs. Oh, that's going to be I went from flasher graphs to paper graphs to now forward-facing crazy-ass sonar, right?
Yeah.
I've seen the whole progression. It's crazy.
That's so cool.
Amazing. Well, congratulations on another win. It's big time. It was awesome to be on the outside looking in, watching it all go down.
Thank you.
How you feeling about the Delta?
I pre-fished it last weekend.
Did you?
Yes.
How'd
I
it
drove
go?
up there, and I fished with Hayden Lee.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I got a good teaching, and actually he went out on Sunday and won the tournament.
Nice.
It was like a one-day tournament. So, yeah, I had great help. Hayden's an amazing kid. I mean, that whole Lee family is a dynasty on the Delta, right?
Yeah.
I mean, from his dad to his grandpa they're all Delta rats.
Yep.
So, yeah, I have a good chance. I mean, he didn't hold nothing back, and I have a chance.
Heck yeah, man.
They're catching them on Cincos. What the hell? I
That
can
sounds
throw a
right.
Cinco.
That sounds
You
sounds
just
like
did.
the Delta to me.
You just did $50,000 worth
Yes.
of throwing
Oh,
a
yeah, I
Senko.
forgot
Yeah,
about that.
exactly. Yeah. He's like, I can do this.
Yeah, I'm not scared.
No.
That's awesome.
They're going to be freaking out when I throw 8-pound test and I catch a 9-pounder.
Uh-huh.
I probably won't swing him.
Nah,
No.
that one you probably ought to reach
No.
out.
That'd be a bad idea.
You probably ought to bend over and pick that one
yeah.
out.
It's 5 or less. I'll probably do it.
I love it. Well, dude, you got anything else for Ron?
No, man. Congratulations.
Thank you, guys.
Awesome to see, and so much history on this place. Cool to see you pop a really big one here.
Thank
Heck
you
yeah.
very much. I appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Anybody else you want to thank before we let you go here?
Just my wife. I wouldn't be able to do this. She's also a realtor. She's my biggest supporter.
Yeah.
And Amy Mace with us, Sotheby's Real Estate. She's a rock star. She works so much that she kicks me out of the house. Go fishing. Go fishing. Go fishing. You better go fishing. And then when hunting season comes around, because she's working every weekend, go hunting. I get a little cranky if I got to stay home. So, yeah, she's amazing. She's a hard-working gal, and
Incredible.
I couldn't be any luckier.
Heck
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Love it, man.
That's
Well, thanks for
awesome.
joining us.
Thanks,
Thank you.
man.
Appreciate you guys.
Perfect.